Welcome ho, speak. Ashen one, to sovereign. I'm Ashen. Very well, then take no. Let these souls withdrawn from their vessels, manifestations of disparity, elucidated by fire, burrow deep within me, retreating to a darkness beyond the reach of flame. Let them assume new master, inhabiting ash, casting themselves upon new forms. Let these souls withdrawn from their vessels, manifestations of disparity, elucidated by fire, burrow deep within me, retreating to a darkness beyond the reach of flame. Let them assume a new master, inhabiting ash, casting themselves upon new forms. Let these souls withdrawn from their vessels, manifestations of disparity, elucidated by fire, retreating to a darkness beyond the reach of flame. Let them assume a new master, inhabiting ash, casting themselves upon new forms. Let these souls withdrawn. Farewell, may the
Oh, hello, you're back. And in one piece. Well, now it's time I do my part, huh? Heavens, she was already dead. Thank you. I'm not surprised, though. Almost a relief, really. You can keep the ring as, well, a little trinket of thanks, I suppose.
Okay, apparently I had no audio there the entirety of this video then. Okay, that explains it. Apologies guys, I've been playing without even talking, so.
You can keep the ring as...
Anyway, doesn't appear to be anything different really in his inventory that I can see. Fire arrows are nice though. Grab a couple of those, I think. Now grab the mace just for security, because the mace is really one of the premier weapons of this game. It really is a high end, and I already had one. Why did I? Okay, that was dumb. The perseverance is obviously the reasoning why, right? You know. Great early PvP weapon and all that jazz. Okay, let's see what I can sell to him then. Now that I have the extra weapon. 100. It gets me something back for it. Any duplicate items here I'm going to sell. The extra runes do help a little bit early on. Or souls, I should say. Still getting back into the old style of saying things. Okay. So I'm planning to go and try to farm the Lothric Knight sword, since I'm not sure of what to do with the katana. I was kind of a little bit disappointed in the moveset. Hold is nice, but it doesn't have the Elden Ring amazing feel that the hold moveset would have. The parry is okay, but I'm no parry god, so I just kind of feel like it's not worth the hype that I put into it, but I don't want to waste the dexterity points, so I'm figuring that the best option here would be to find another dex weapon that would justify the 16 dex, and that's absolutely, makes sense to be, I'm going around in circles here, it makes sense for me to try something like the Lothric Knight straight sword that has heavy dex scaling by default.
Oh, I would do as I have said, alas, but
okay, apparently I have to die again. I don't have enough hollowing.
Be safe.
Okay, well, let's see here. Hollowing of 1, so I need more than that. I'm gonna have to get a couple more deaths. I'll have to unlock a second sigil.
Ooh, yet to give in, eh?
Yep.
Good. The Firekeeper must be twitching with delight. But what do you really know about these Lords of Cinder? These supposed legends? Let's take Aldrich, for one. A right and proper cleric. Only he developed a habit of devouring men. He ate so many that he bloated like a drowned pig, then softened into sludge. So they stuck him in the Cathedral of the Deep, and they made him a Lord of Cinder, not for virtue, but for might. Such as a lord, I suppose. But here I ask, do we have a sodding chance?
Yes.
At the
Yeah,
foot
believe
of
in yourself,
Lothric
man.
Castle, an old path still runs below the tower in the Undead settlement. It was used to transport sacrifices to the Cathedral of the Deep. You should see where it leads, if you've the stones for it.
Well, I was going to make a joke there. I was going to say, well, I got some slabs over here, but I don't, so good point.
At the foot of Lothric, if...
I'll take that little jab there. I like the cut of your jib, son. I'll accept it for now. Oh, and that's right. I need to...
Welcome home, speak.
Yeah, she can't do anything with the sigils at this point anyway. Let me get the Estus shard with Andre. I'm not used to having to go to him instead of your upgrade maiden.
Ah, 'tis good, wasn't he?
I don't really have much reason to have anything going for 5 and 2, so I'm just gonna go for 6 and 1. Once I start getting some more spells available, then I think that'll be a good option.
Another matter. Infusing weapons with gems requires a special kind of coal. My humble coals won't be any use infusing more unusual gems. I know, it's an awful shame, but it's all I have. Oh, please don't give me that look. Believe it or not, I'm quite thin-skinned. Oh, by the by, If you find any Estus shards, bring them here. They can be used to reinforce either of your Estus flasks. Without those flasks, you'd want for life or focus. And they'll always stay with you. Why not treat them well? Huh? Weapons and when
okay.
Powder, was it?
Sorry about that. I was just trying to let my pet rats were like begging at the door of the cage trying to get out. But they're just so adorable that even with the cage door open, they won't stop staring at me trying to get my attention. They'd rather play with me than run around the room, apparently. I figured I could let them run while I was playing, now that I've kind of animal-proofed the area. Oh, that's right. I was going to go to farm the Lothric Knights. Let's do that real quick, actually. Unless Paladin Darken. Joel the Brave. So I wonder, does this change? Like, let's see, if I put on the Sumbro Covenant, am I gonna get something different? No, I'm not. Okay. Let's travel back to the high wall real quick. I wish I had the gold Covetous Ring. That would make things much easier, but alas, I only have the silver one. Getting it early is a big boon, though, so can't complain about much. You know, the extra souls alone is much preferred. Almost finishing them off with one hit of the Deep Battle Axe, so that's nice. Although it doesn't really make any difference, I suppose, until you hit the full cutoff. Ooh, that was a close one. Can I? Oh, come on. Crap. Oh, nice. Unintended backstab. Good, it's fun. It does a lot of damage. Okay, here's... Ooh, I hate that stupid move. That always drives me nuts. Oh, crap. Too slow to counterattack those. Buddy. Hey. Say hi to the stream, bud. You're a good boy, PB. I never thought having pet rats would be quite fulfilling, you know, but they really are. They're little dogs, you know, they'll lick your hands and everything, you know, when you come to see them. They're very loving creatures. And if you animal-proof the room, you can just kind of let them wander around and they'll come up to you and try to snuggle with you. They're very adorable little creatures. Let's see if I can pull this off here. Nice. Refined gem. Oh, nice. It's not the same, but the shield is well welcome. Okay. Now the little one is moved along here so I can check this out with no distractions. Okay, 18 strength. Wow. Holy moly. I didn't think I was going to need that much strength for something like that. It's a nice shield, though. I'll have to consider, you know, like what is worthwhile, you know. Am I going to go for this kind of like paladin-esque, you know, Sunbro idea that's in my head? I don't think that kind of fits a pyro hexer type archetype. Although with the Onyx Blade, you could kind of make like a dark paladin, death knight, blackguard kind of
What is wrong,
idea.
unkindled
We'll see.
one? Are you not a Lord Seeker? Head to the base of the high wall and seek the Lords of Cinder. Is this not the calling of your kind since ages past? What is wrong?
See, this irks me. She implies that unkindled specifically have existed in ages past. That doesn't make sense to me. This is an unprecedented event. The unkindled arise only because the fire is not being fixed by another chosen undead. It's not being fixed in any other method. So it begs the question, yeah, because this is just the next cycle, right? We had Gwyn, and then the cycle, and then there was several more cycles in between, which I'm assuming had, well, yeah, that's fair. You know, we had more repeats, but this seems to be the first time that it's ever gotten this bad. If it isn't, then that's even more damning evidence against those who are in favor of kindling the flame. If we've already seen that it takes multiple Lords of Cinder and unkindled have arisen, then that's all the more reason that they should never have relied on the same issue again. So I think that's something to be considered for sure. Get your whiskers out of my PC, fan. You're gonna cut them right off. Okay, a couple more left. Sorry, this is a little bit boring here. Farming is not the exact science. I should actually be using my coins, though, to kind of speed it along. Oh, no, no. Oh, nice. Pretty early Lothric Knight Sword drop. Let's see what we're getting here. What are we working with? Okay. Oh, that requires 18 dex. So that actually does completely justify the dexterity requirements then. Okay. It has the higher critical, which is nice. It's strange, you know, the Astora, I've heard, I know it got nerfed because raw infusions got nerfed, but the wiki talks so bad about the Astora straight sword. It's like, yeah, it isn't very useful for very far outside of the literal room that you get it in. So it's like, man, that's pretty harsh. But maybe it's worth it. Maybe that's actually true. Let's see, what's the requirements on the Lucerne here? 15 strength, 13 dex. Okay. I always like using a fire Lucerne. It's kind of cool. Just taking a Lucerne and fire infusing it. I'm debating whether or not to do this in this particular playthrough. It has massive benefit for the enemies in the Road of Sacrifices, obviously. And it's a pretty decent weapon, although I do kind of prefer the Elden Ring moveset. Nothing quite matches the Murden Hammer in the Dark Souls 1 moveset, but it's still up there. Let's see what we're dealing with here, though. Lothric Knight Sword. It looks nice, you know, it's essentially the Balder Swag sword of Dark Souls 3. A well-crafted straight sword designed for thrusting attacks, wielded by the venerable Knights of Lothric. The Knights of Lothric, with their drakes, once crushed anything that threatened their shores. Of course, that was a long, long time ago. Okay, so... Darn it, I don't want to lose my Ember, but at the same time I want to get those free level ups. So I'm kind of debating here. I have the Lothric Knight armor, which is really nice, but very heavy. Massive poise increases, though. Let's see here. Pyromancer Wrap puts me at flat 70, and it still works, funnily enough. That's 25 poise, so what does that compare to what we would have otherwise? 13... 14.8. I mean, that's definitely an improvement. Is it worth it, though? I could also rely on... No, that's still actually a little bit out of my league. Using the... It has a... The large laser shield has a better stability score, but it just has less physical damage reduction. I wonder if that would be a better option, staggered with the better poise, you know? Pun intended. Okay, so I need to get enough souls to level up 2 times. So let's see. 3900, so I'm going to need somewhere in the realm of around 8,000. Which is not too bad when I already have the Silver Serpent Ring. Good timing. These guys feel a bit more exploitable than the Baldur Knights. Although the Great Shield one is a bit of an exception, I'll admit. Perfect riposte bait there. That's like the equivalent of Flame of the Red Mains there. Just pop, pop, stagger, get the riposte off. Knight's crossbow. I've already got the shield and the sword, so I don't think there's really any particular reason for me to not. Oh, really? Okay, I made it for it anyway. Not bad. I've mastered the art of night slaying. So let's see. Okay, with my 20 vigor now, with a I keep trying to say rune arc, with a ember, I'm at 993, so 1,000 HP. Without, I think I'm at something like 850, I believe. So it's not bad. I'm at the same point I was with an ember without one now. And even with the embers boost, I'm getting pretty decently. You know, it's enough HP to not have to worry. So I think I can work on, you know, a couple levels of attunement to get one more slot, a couple more levels of endurance to get some extra stamina, and then just go get the couple extra levels of dexterity. I've got a long laundry list here, and then afterwards I can just kind of go full on faith and intelligence boosting. Oh, did I go too far? There you are. You guys actually kind of feel almost not worth going after, funnily enough. That extra HP makes all the difference. It allows you to be able to just trade hits blow for blow without having to worry. An ember, actually. Not bad. Okay. Do this down here. Oh, come on, man. I just can't luck out. That thing is deviously dangerous. And I don't have any more FP here. Especially with the shield I'm working with now. I do not want to get hit with that sword. I wish that was actually a buff in the game, like a holy buff, you know, but alas, you know, no such damage type exists in the game. I like the concept of the red-eyed enemies being included. In earlier games, you can kind of see they had a prototype for Sekiro's idea of the red-eyed enemies, and the Elden Ring versions where they give their enhanced strength, I believe, but they give them 10 times the runes or something in that effect. Or 4 times, something in that, to that effect, multiple times extra. Fascinating stuff. I think this is still the best rune farm at this point in the game. I don't think the runes, souls gathered at the Undead Settlement are going to surpass this at all. Okay, the boringness is almost over. Apologies to those who are just watching me run back and forth. Once we get those extra levels, I can actually start grabbing a weapon that I'll use in the near future. Just in time. Time is on my side. Yes, it is. Mr. Shyamalan. That's one creepy movie too. What is the name of that movie? Anyone remember that commented in the comments? Where it's the demon Azazel possessing people. That's one creepy movie, dude. Nice, actually pulled it off. Deed is done. The deed is done. Alright. We're at 9,500. That's enough. Let me just go get this guy real quick for completion's sake. Then I'll upgrade and swap to a new weapon, buff it up, get it to +2 hopefully. I think we should be able to. Then we'll have something fit for combat. We'll have an elemental weapon and a +1 elemental weapon with the dark affinity. And we'll have a +2 standardized weapon. So that seems pretty effective to me. Pretty well balanced. I knew that combo was coming to that third hit. You can just kind of get the feel for whether they're going to do it or not when you fought them enough. Alright. Oh, and actually now that I think about it, I'm not sure if this is going to be enough souls to do the leveling up. Upgrading, but if not, then I can just grab a couple other enemies on my way back in the settlement, but at least I'll have the weapon and be able to get it to +1 most likely. And that is the wrong bonfire. No summon signs. I'll have to check it out. There's a mod that I believe I mentioned in the last stream where it what was the name of it? It replaces repair powder with something like Wes something or another. Wes Fuzz or something like that is the name of the item. Wex Fuzz. Something like that, and it allows you to, like, when you put down your sign or try to summon someone, it won't just look for people within that area. So it won't just look for the undead settlement, it'll look for people in other areas. I'm not sure if that works in reverse though. I know that if I place down my sign looking for someone else for a duel or for a co-op, that they can see my... Yeah, that makes sense, right? So if it works for co-op, I'm not sure if it just works for invasions or for co-op. If it does for co-op, then it should work both ways, where I can see other signs from other areas. But I don't know if that'd be a great idea, because that would be pulling... What's within my level range, though, so it shouldn't be too much different. I just don't think that I want to get dragged into Anorlando as a level 24 is not bad, I suppose. But
Very well, then
I'd rather not. Alright. 18. That is not the best. But we're holding up. We're doing it. Alright. Let's pop this in here. What are we getting with it? Uchiga time? 115 plus 17. So that only went up 2 points, funnily enough. From the extra 2 points of dex. Plus 15 to plus 17. 132 versus 122. So the Lothric Knight Sword is actually pretty heavily based on stat boosting. Strangely enough, it has such a low base damage. You know, you would think I'd be far better off using the Astoras and pumping that to +2. I'd get like +160, and then with a raw infusion I'd be at maybe 170. But eventually I'm sure this will surpass it, and I just like the look of it anyway, so. So that'll be enough.
Ah, just wasn't he?
I can always respec, I suppose, if it turns out to be not in my favor. Let's see. Refined will lower by 11 and then increase by 10. So at the current point, it's not worth it. However, no, it's exact same then, yeah. I get the exact same damage with the raw as I do with the regular. Yeah, see, that's what doesn't make any sense, right? This goes from 103 to 132, but the Astoras goes from 129 to 133. Like, that's clearly been nerfed into the ground. Like, that's great Resonant Soul nerfing right there. That just, wow. Or excuse me, Resonant Weapon. Dark Souls 2 Resonant Weapon. That was just the most pointless nerf in all of existence. Alright. 113 plus 22. We get our dexterity scaling up to a C, so that's very nice. That's a nice upgrade that wouldn't otherwise be available. Okay. Rambling here, excuse me. 154 compared to 135. Damn, that really is a nice difference there. Okay, 123 plus 25, so that's what? 148. Wow. So I mean, honestly, for a build that's not intending to really increase your stats too much, that still seems like the best option to me. Funnily enough, the Astora Straight Sword really does seem like the better option. Maybe I should honestly farm some more shards and kind of upgrade that.
Forgive me, I don't want that.
140 versus 148. Yeah, see, that's just insane, the difference. The mace is also a really good weapon that I could consider doing some upgrading on.
Ah, just good, wasn't he?
$132 starting out for the katana, the Uchi katana. 126 plus 20, so it's very similar. It slightly eclipses the Lothric Knight sword once you get it boosted up. I guess I shouldn't be worrying about this too much. Just run with the +2 for now, and then I'll decide on what to do later. I do kind of feel like the Astora is the better option though for just an early game weapon that I'm not going to be using forever. Oh wow. The raw is actually not bad though. 171 on the raw is actually pretty nice. Interesting. Refined +2 would be 123 down to 111, so it's dropping by 12 points, but I'm gaining 14, so I'm actually getting more benefit from refined now than I would have been before. I would be getting a C in both. Hey buddy, come and say hi again. Yeah, it seems like that's the best. Just for now, at least. Just that's the best way to go. Oh, there we go. There, much better. I am stinking that fight up. fire gem. Okay, gonna approach the bonfire here real quick. Alright, I'm gonna end this stream here. I'm sorry it's a little bit boring and slow, but I'm gonna do this, try to do this every weekday, usually after 5. I'm gonna get off work at 5, you know, so I'm gonna be here. Somewhere between it ranges about 6 to 9 or so. I'll start streams usually on most weekdays. So, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you next time.